Okay, let's start with the first question. The large intestine. What is one of the main functions of the large intestine?
Absorbing water from the content.
What does the large intestine turn the remainder of its contents into?
Feces.
Which condition is associated with cold deficiency of the large intestine?
Diarrhea.
Sphenic heat of the large intestine leads to which symptom?
Constipation.
Accumulation of damp heat in the large intestine can cause what type of stool?
Stool with pus and blood.
Which organ's descending function is related to the transportation function of the large intestine?
Lung.
Normal descending function of the lungs causes the large intestine qi to do what?
Descend normally.
Constipation can affect the descending of which organ's qi?
Lung.
Which emotional state is associated with the lung?
Sorrow.
The large intestine helps us to let go of what?
Old emotions.
In Chinese medicine, the large intestine and lung share which elemental phase?
Metal.
Elderly people with deficient lung qi often have difficulty with what?
Passing stools.
Constipation can cause shortness of breath because of a disruption between which two organs?
Lung and large intestine.
The large intestine receives residue from which organ?
Small intestine.
Before expelling stool, the large intestine absorbs the last traces of
Pure fluids.
which organ is primarily responsible for extracting useful qi from food?
Spleen.
The mental emotional aspect of the large intestine is similar to its function on which level?
Physical.
Which organ's partner is the lung in the emotional sense of letting go?
Large intestine.
The large intestine and the small intestine have a relationship of what type?
Exterior and interior.
Stagnant liver qi can cause which symptom in the large intestine?
Bloating.
The large intestine and stomach belong to which aspect of the body?
Yang Ming.
A dryness sign, such as a dry tongue coating, is most likely related to an imbalance in which organ?
Stomach.
Yes. The large intestine channel continues to which organ's channel in the face?
Stomach.
Yeah, remember. Stomach one. Which organ controls transformation and transportation of food and fluids throughout the digestive system?
Spleen.
Yeah. Okay. What helps us to be present in the moment by letting go of the past?
Large intestine.
Which organ's qi deficiency can lead to constipation?
Lung.
Which symptom is not the result of damp heat accumulation in the large intestine?
Fever.
The large intestine helps to expel waste to create space for what?
New nourishment.
Which organ is dependent on the lung, sending qi downwards to expel stool?
Large intestine.
The large intestine is categorized under which phase in the five elements theory?
Metal.
What is a typical physical action that shows the relationship between the lung and defecation?
Passing down from the diaphragm.
Which organ's dysfunction can cause blockage of qi, leading to abdominal pain and diarrhea with pus?
Large intestine.
The large intestine's function of letting go is linked to which emotional process?
Grief.
The yin-yang relationship is between the large intestine and which organ?
Lung.
What happens if the stomach has heat?
Dryness such as thirst and constipation.
Which organ's chi flow is essential for the large intestine to function properly?
Lung.
The large intestine's absorption of fluid mainly occurs from
Stool.
what does the large intestine do after absorbing the last traces of pure fluid?
Expels the remaining dross as feces.
Which organ is responsible for the transportation function that benefits the descending of lung qi?
Large intestine.
Which organ helps integrate dryness in the body?
Large intestine.
Which of the following is not a function of the large intestine?
Producing digestive enzyme.
Which organ's deficiency is a cause of constipation and difficulty breathing deeply?
Lung.
Which organ's qi is said to descend normally when lung function is normal?
Large intestine.
Which organ's qi flow is described as stagnant, leading to bloating and constipation?
Liver.
Which symptom is associated with cold deficiency of the large intestine?
Diarrhea.
Which organ's qi descending function is necessary for bowel movements?
Lung.
The large intestine is part of which phase in the 12-channel qi cycle?
Arm aspect of yin-ming.
Yeah.
Yan-ming.
Which organ has its qi flow affect the emotional state of sorrow?
Lung.
What symptom is usually attributed to a spleen disharmony?
Diarrhea.
Which organ's disharmony often causes abdominal distension and constipation?
Liver.
Yeah. The key word is distension. The large intestine controls what two functions?
Passing and conduction.
What does the large intestine
Passage.
passage and conduction. What does the large intestine transform into stools?
Digested food.
What does the large intestine reabsorb during stool formation?
Fluids.
If the large intestine reabsorbs too much fluid, the stools become.
Dry.
If the large intestine reabsorbs too little fluid, the stools become.
Loose.
Yeah. What mental emotional quality is the large intestine associated with?
Letting go.
Which acupuncture point influences letting go and calming the mind?
Large intestine 4.
What type of dream is linked to a deficient large intestine?
Open fields.
Constipation can impair the lung's ability to do what?
Descend chi.
The skin condition, thick skin, indicates what about the large intestine?
It is thick.
Okay. Loose skin suggests what state of the large intestine?
Big and long.
Okay. Okay. Which skin description reflects a straight large intestine?
Slippery skin.
What does a tight skin indicate about the large intestine?
It is tight and short.
In TCM, the large intestine belongs to which heavenly stem?
Gang.
Metal?
Gang dryness.
Okay. Yeah, heavenly stem. Gang. It's Kang, dryness. The large intestine's downward chi movement is part of which mechanism?
Chi mechanism.
Stagnation of chi in the large intestine can cause which abdominal symptom?
Distension.
Okay, remember, if it's stagnation of chi, there is distension. Sinking of large intestine chi may result in.
Rectal prolapse.
What is the official role of the large intestine according to Chapter 8 of Simple Questions?
In charge of passage and conduction.
The large intestine receives digested food from which organ?
Small intestine.
Which of the following is not a function for the large intestine?
Controlling vision.
The large intestine's role in letting go mainly affects which aspect of health?
uh, Mental, emotional.
When lung qi is deficient, what is a common bowel symptom?
Constipation.
What does the large intestine's dryness rule affect?
Fluid balance.
Which of the following is a sign of a coiled large intestine according to skin observation?
Skin and flesh cannot be separated on palpation.
Yeah, now you have a way of knowing. Okay, nga, let's
Yeah.
see if I can separate the skin. So if you cannot separate the skin from the flesh on palpation, the large intestine is coiled. Okay. So if it's straight, the skin should be slippery. Okay. The large intestine's chi moves in which direction?
Downward.
Which organ's descending function is aided by the large intestine's waste excretion?
Lungs.
The large intestine's function of reabsorbing fluids helps prevent which condition?
Constipation.
Which symptom is not a result of large intestine chi sinking?
Fever.
Which of the following best describes the large intestine's relationship with the skin?
Skin quality reflects large intestine condition.
Okay, starting tomorrow, you should start observing the skin quality of the patient.
Patient.
The large intestine's dryness, so I think the kombucha will help, no?
Yes.
Yeah, because the stomach is connected also to the large intestine, di ba?
Yes.
Yang Ming and Yang Ming. The large intestine's dryness rule is paradoxical because it also,
Governs fluids.
what does the large intestine do after transforming digested food?
Forms stools.
The large intestine's downward movement of qi is disrupted by which condition?
Chi stagnation.
The spiritual axis is cited for information about which two topics?
Dreams and skin relationship.
The large intestine's role in letting go primarily affects which mental process?
Dwelling in the past.
Which symptom indicates a thin large intestine according to skin observation?
Thin skin.
So thin skin, thin large intestine. So the large intestine function of passage and conduction primarily deals with
Movement of stools.
what does excessive fluid reabsorption by the large intestine cause?
Dry stools.
Which organ's deficiency is linked to open fields dreams?
Large intestine.
Yeah, actually, I had a patient before, no? He had very weak lungs, and he told me, I think it was in a dream, or he said he was like he had an asthmatic attack, and when he woke up, it was another dimension, and he saw a very wide field, open field.
Mm.
So that means, diba? So if you have an issue with your lung, this will definitely affect your large intestine. The large intestine's qi sinking can be associated with a deficiency in which other organs' qi?
Spleen chi.
Yeah, qi sinking. Okay. Which of the following is not an effect of lung qi deficiency on the large intestine?
Increase appetite.
The large intestine is associated with which of the following mental aspects?
Capacity for letting go.
Which pathological pattern of the large intestine is characterized by diarrhea, abdominal pain, cold deficiency?
Cold deficiency of the large intestine.
What is the primary function of the large intestine in relation to fluid?
To absorb the last trace of pure fluids from stool.
In the context of the large intestine and lung relationship, what symptom may appear in elderly people with deficient lung qi when they attempt to defecate?
Spontaneous sweating and exhaustion.
Yeah, now we know, no? So you have to treat the lungs and the large. Which emotional quality is associated with the lung, reflecting its need to let go?
Yeah.
Your answer?
Sorrow and melancholy.
What condition is described?
Sorrow and melancholy.
Okay, let's go to the next one. What condition is described as stagnant liver qi affecting the large intestine? Hello?
Bloating,
Cons-
constipation, and bloating.
Yeah. Number 97. Which of the following is not a function of the large intestine?
Transforming food into chi.
Whose function is that? The spleen.
Spleen.
Okay. What happens when the lungs fail to descend qi properly?
Constipation.
What is the main symptom of sphenic heat of the large intestine?
Constipation.
Which organ is described as the root of Tsinye that influences dryness in the stool?
Stomach.
In the large intestine-lung relationship, what physiological action assists defecation?
Passing down from the diaphragm.
Pressing down. You press down from the diaphragm. Okay. Which
Yeah, pressing
condition,
down from diaphragm.
which condition is described as accumulation of damp heat in the large intestine?
Diarrhea, stools with pus and blood.
Which of the following best describes functional dependence of the large intestine on the lung?
Lung must send chi downward to expel stool.
What phrase indicates that the large intestine and small intestine have a channel relationship?
Their channel continue from the arm to the leg aspect of the Yang Ming channel.
Many Western medicine functions of the large intestine are attributed to which two organs in Chinese medicine?
Spleen and stomach.
Which symptom is not associated with cold deficiency of the large intestine?
Heat sensation in the abdomen.
Which functional aspect of the large intestine mirrors its physical role of expelling waste on the emotional level?
Letting go to make space for the new.
What is the cause of shortness of breath in a person suffering from constipation?
Constipation affecting the lungs descending function.
In the large intestine's relationship with the small intestine, what is received from the small intestine?
Untransformed residues from chi and Jianye production.
Which organ is described as the root of Jianye that, when imbalanced, leads to dryness such as thirst and a dry tongue coating?
Stomach.
Which statement best reflects the large intestine's role in fluid balance?
It absorbs the final traces of pure fluid before excretion.
What is the effect of stagnant liver qi on the large intestine?
Leads to bloating, constipation, and intestinal pain.
What is the relationship between the large intestine and the stomach in terms of meridians?
They share the same hand-to-mouth Jing Ming channel.
Hand to foot.
Hand-to-mouth.
Which of the following best describes the symptom complex of accumulation of damp heat in the large intestine?
Diarrhea with pus and blood, abdominal pain, and tetanus.
Tenesmus.
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 What is the primary mental emotional consequence of failing to let go, according to the large intestine's description?
Stagnation in the past, inability to receive new experiences.
What physiological action is described as being clearly seen when defecating?
Breathing in and pressing down from the diaphragm.
So this is what you should suggest to your patients. No? Breathe in, then press down from the diaphragm.
Mm.
In the relationship between large intestine and small intestine, what is the nature of the material transferred?
And transform residues from qi and jinye production.
In TCM, which organ harmony is primarily linked to diarrhea, loose stools, and blood in stools, and mucus in the stools?
Spleen,
Okay. Stagnation of large intestine qi leads to which of the following manifestations?
abdominal distension,
The sinking of Li qi may produce rectal prolapse, and what other symptom?
blood in the stools,
The sinking of large intestine qi is always accompanied by the sinking of which other organ's qi?
spleen.
Which of the following best describes large intestine's role in fluid balance?
It reabsorbs a moderate amount of fluids to prevent stools from being too dry or too wet.
According to 10 books by Tong Yuan, the large intestine is ruled by dryness, yet it governs what?
Fluids,
Which heavenly stem is associated with the large intestine in traditional texts?
gang,
Which of the following is a direct consequence of deficient lung qi on the large intestine?
constipation,
Impaired large intestine function can affect lung descending function, leading to which respiratory symptom?
breathlessness,
The skin condition, thick skin, is interpreted as indicating what state of the large intestine? Thick skin.
thick,
Which skin descriptor suggests that the large intestine is straight according to the text?
slippery,
Okay, that's straight. The phrase large intestine is big and long corresponds to which tactile observation of the skin?
yeah, slippery,
No, no, no. Big and long. Hello.
yes,
Number 129. The large intestine is big and long means
loose skin,
if a practitioner palpates skin that cannot be separated from flesh, what quality of the large intestine is inferred?
coiled,
Which of the following is not a function of the large intestine?
regulates heart rhythm,
The LI's downward movement of qi is most analogous to which of the following Western physiological processes?
peristalsis of the colon,
Which symptom would most likely indicate sinking of Li qi rather than mere stagnation?
rectal prolapse,
In TCM theory presented, the large intestine is linked to which of the following external body parts?
skin,
When the skin is thick, the large intestine is thick. This diagnostic principle is an example of what TCM concept?
visceral and surface correlation,
Which of the following is a correct pairing of a skin condition and its corresponding Li quality?
tight skin, short, large intestine,
Yeah. Coiled large intestine cannot separate, di ba? Thick
mm.
skin, thick. Okay. Which symptom is not directly linked to spleen disharmony?
abdominal distension,
Which symptom is associated with sinking of spleen qi?
blood in the stools,
Excessive fluid reabsorption by Li would most likely produce which stool characteristic?
very dry, hard stool,
In the context of the Yang Ming aspect, what is the principal function of the Li that mirrors the stomach's role?
to integrate dryness by absorbing the final fluid trace from stool,
Which pathological condition of the Li is directly associated with cold deficiency?
diarrhea with abdominal pain,
Which of the following is not a mental emotional aspect of the LI?
Direct control over respiratory rate.
In the lung-LI relationship, what symptom arises when constipation impedes qi of the bowels?
Cough and chest distension.
Which symptom would most likely indicate cold deficiency of LI rather than stomach heat?
Watery diarrhea with abdominal pain.
Dyspnea due to stasis of lung qi is linked with what therapeutic action on the bowels?
Promoting bowel relaxation.
Which of the following best explains why many LI functions in Western medicine are attributed to the spleen and liver in Chinese medicine?
Chinese medicine describes digestive responsibilities among multiple organs rather than single one.
What physiological action ties diaphragmatic breathing to the act of defecation?
Diaphragmatic contraction during inhalation pushes down the colon downward.
So you have to do inhaling and then push downward, no? The term genia most closely refers to each of the following. Genia. Hello? Hello? Are you there? The term genia most closely refers to which of the following? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, 148. What's the answer?
Essential hello.
Yeah, essential nutrients derived from,
Food.
yeah. Number 149. In the LI lung partnership, which symptom would most likely indicate a disharmony where the LI's function is obstructing the lung's descending qi?
Cough with thin spute.
Which organ's excess heat would most directly cause dryness manifested as a dry tongue coating?
Stomach.
Which of the following best captures meaning of Yang Ming as used to describe the LI and stomach relationship?
The young bright aspect that integrates dryness and heat in the body.
Which symptom is specifically linked to cold deficiency of the LI?
The
Diarrhea with?
abdominal pain.
Which of the following best explains why spontaneous sweating may occur during defecation in elderly individuals with lung deficiency? Answer.
Deficiency qi impairs the autonomy.
Autonomic instability. Wow. Congratulations. Perfect score.
Thank you.